You like that there, Vermeer? I love it. What's gonna win, the Vermeer or the Bandit? Oh, look at these little tree huggers.
Debatable. These little tree huggers.
Yo, what's up? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, Steve, AKA Bandit? I heard you got a chipper in Oakview that needs to get put through the paces. So, put on a brand new pair of gloves. Let's see what this fool's all about.
Man, nice to see you.
You too. How are you?
Glad you could make it.
To your production?
Yeah. Good to see you. So Pastor Mark said we could cut down his trees, so we did it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Asking you shall receive, right? We're sitting out front going, where are we going to get wood to do this?
Yeah.
And my spiritual mentor always tells me, you got to chop wood, carry water. What happened today? Mark comes out and goes, I got some wood you can chop right here, dude. So we hooked it up. So
it's crazy.
Did Greg Grant's chainsaw, and he did a good job.
Yeah. So which wood chipper's better, man? Bandit or Vermeer?
I'm not going to talk bad about Vermeer. It's a good machine, but we're gonna put the two to the test today. Oh, we chopped it up. What we thought was fair. We gave you the little stuff, and we took the big stuff. But you come and take a look.
Oh, now here we go. It's not me.
So Bandit makes a disc chipper, kind of like the Vermeer 700 if you're familiar with that 7-inch. They still produce them, but you know the industry's really moved on from the disc chippers to the drum chippers. The difference in our drum is we run a 4-knife drum compared to a 2-knife.
Okay.
So it's more fuel efficient, more cuts per revolution, easier on the machine, less vibration.
What's the cost on those knives when you got to replace them?
About what, 260 bucks a set for a full set
so
of 4.
it's about the same as Vermeer?
Sharpen them for half.
Yeah, so
right.
Well, Vermeer makes you buy the hardware. We don't.
Yeah.
So you can use hardware 5 times on ours.
Oh wow, really?
And we sell Vermeer
Stretch
knives.
the bolts 5 times.
We sell Vermeer bolt blades for cheaper than Vermeer does too.
Oh, Atascadero? Who came from Atascadero?
I do.
What's going on in Atascadero?
Everything. Well, actually, nothing.
Everything!
Nothing's happening.
Nothing.
And Steve, you came up from San Diego?
Yeah, we both did.
So did I.
And you're San Diego. Stay classy.
And we're apples to apples. We're both running 49 horsepower diesel.
Got it. Yeah, so these machines are both 49 horsepower diesel. Let's go take a walk around. Give me the quick $2 who, what, when, where, why, and how, and now about this beautiful green Bandit chipper. Full disclaimer, Vermeer, sorry. You didn't get invited to the party in time to make it, but I'm here representing. We make a lot of money from Vermeer. They're generally really good to us.
So I guess we'll start with the engine here. Same what you have. This is a Kohler KDI 49 horsepower diesel. This is your digital display here. You let it boot up until you get the gauges, and once you see that, you're good to start. So it tells you please wait to start. Give it a second.
Looks the same as Vermeer, that screen.
You got your oil pressure and your battery voltage. That's your hour meter. These buttons go to what's directly above them. So this is your throttle down little turtle.
Where does it tell you your miles per hour?
So like the RPM or the hour meter?
No, the miles per hour. I want to know how fast I'm going.
Well, you're gonna have to look at your truck for that. So just like the Vermeer, you engage the belts only at low idle. You only disengage the belts at low idle. So this is a clutch, two-handed.
So your belt's constant tension. You're actually engaging a clutch, not a belt.
This is a full clutch.
So that's a big difference in Bandit and Vermeer, which is a challenge in the rental industry. When they clog this thing up, they try to re-engage it, and it's easier to replace a belt than a clutch, because when they engage the clutch and it's clogged and it's locked, they smoke the clutch, then you got to take this whole bell off, and you have to charge them for that.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a challenge in the rental world. So to counter that, Bandit actually has a loose belt system where you then tension it just like the Vermeer.
Oh, do you really?
Okay. It's a clutchless option. The clutch delivers more power than that loose belt system. That's why all our stock units, you know, if you're a professional tree company, you're running this every day, you know how to do it. Let's take a look at inside our drum here.
I like that. It's a lot easier to get into than the Vermeer.
Right.
Oh, your anvil's up top instead of on the bottom?
It's not an anvil, it's a rope shear bar. To prevent, if your rope goes in there, to prevent it from spooling up, it's a safety feature for the climbers and the groundsmen, whoever's using it. But you can see 4 knives on there, and also this drum.
Oh, interesting. Wow, so they're staggered. Okay.
Staggered 4-knife drum, super heavy duty.
Got it.
Really heavy, delivers a lot of torque. These here are air vents to allow some air to flow through. So you have the ability to open or close depending on your application.
Interesting.
This is standard. We typically have a height adjustable chute. Vermeer's got it fixed, but basically you'd have a hinge up top, and it's essentially like a trailer jack where you can crank the chute up and down to position where you want to throw your chips. And then we have a clean out door right here.
Look at you, installed a clean out door. That's
Clean out door.
interesting.
We have an option to put one on the transition. That's what we call this piece right here. Transitioning from the drum to the chute. And now really the bread and butter of what makes our chipper different from Vermeer is our feed system. So we run 2 feed rollers standard on our 12-inch chipper. We have dual horizontal feed rollers, and that the top roller, we call that our slide box. That moves directly up and down as compared to the pivoting motion on the single roller on the Vermeer. Delivers more down pressure, so the 2 springs on the side are going to deliver you 400 pounds of clamping force. The Vermeer advertises 350 pounds, but on top of that, you have this hydraulic cylinder, which you activate from this lever, which you can use on either side of the chipper, that you can lift up to get a bite on logs. If you've ever put a big log in there, sometimes it skips, doesn't want to grab it.
Right.
So you can lift this up, get a bite on it, and then on top of that, you can add down pressure, 2,000 PSI of down pressure. So
Oh, wow.
it comes out to 2,400.
No kidding.
pounds.
So you can, wow.
So 2,400 pounds of downward force compared to 350.
This thing's diabolical. Folks, it's the real deal.
Pulling power is going to be, I want to say it's around 2,200 pounds of pulling power compared to Vermeer's around 1,100 pounds, so double the pulling power.
So this thing sounds like it's hungry and it wants to eat. We brought some muscle here. See, we got a girl on our team. What do you got? Hey, guapo.
You're the representative today.
Dude,
What do you
so
got?
this thing, it slices, it dices. It's like a hot knife through cheese over here. Kind of simple. You've got your motor, and this is what pivots up and down. And it's spinning, so it grabs the log and throws it in there, pushes it in there, pulls it in there. Thank you for the terminology, guapo.
Yeah,
You gotta watch our how-to video on this machine. You guys have already seen the rundown. The right way, the wrong way, and Greg's way. So this is the big difference right here, is it's got the belts. You tighten the belt down to engage it. They're both 49 horsepower diesels. This does not have the door on the chute, and a lot of times what'll happen is these will get clogged. That door really helps. I like that door and that option. It's kind of interesting to see the different designs. They're both phenomenal machines. We're here to do the Pepsi challenge today, so let's see what we got, man. I say we fire these things up. Guys, most importantly, we're here to have fun and be safe today. We're not here to kill ourselves. Let's just be safe, have fun. We've got 2 beautiful wood chippers here today, and let's just run them through a pressure test, and we'll talk about it afterward.
We all got 10 fingers and 10 toes, right?
Let's all go home at the end of the day, be safe.
Same number of appendages and holes that we have now.
Yep.
Yes. Perfect.
Nice thing about working at Greg Rance, you never know what you're gonna be doing. You guys totally lost, but it's okay.
No, yeah, it's clearly.
Came over to help us, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why is he pulling on the log? So realistically, how long can you leave that thing here for a demo?
I'd be happy to leave it here for a one-day demo for you to send it out.
One day? You're gonna come back and forth for one day?
Yep.
How much do you want me to buy this chipper?
Enough to bring you 2 bar stools, 14 rock stars, and a dozen donuts.
You're getting there. You're starting to warm me up now. How'd you meet my friend Steve?
Well, he was wandering around. He was wandering around out front, looking like he was lost.
Yeah.
But then he said something that was really strange. He says, "I'm looking for limbs to chop up." So I said, "Hey, I got something better." We always pray and say, and it's kind of, funny things happen.
Yep.
Well, when you pray, you should expect something. So I see them as answered prayer.
Yep.
Greg's next door, answering prayer for other stuff.
Answered
It's
prayer
all
for
good.
me. I told
And
you,
Steve, yeah.
chop wood, carry water. That's what we do.
Chop wood, chop wood, carry water, and you got water.
Oh, Bandit Chipper, oh, don't you cry to me.
We're gonna have to catch it on YouTube.
Yeah, catch me outside, how about that?
But spoiler alert, Bandit won.
So, I thought the Vermeer was just gonna die. Like, we threw that whole trunk through and it like fell right on its face. And then like a huge puff of black smoke let out. I was like, did it just die? The Bandit machine, there's 4 knives. So you got a knife, a knife, a knife, and a knife. On the Vermeer, you just have a knife and a knife. So what Guapo's saying is the stump is getting pushed into the drum, slowing the drum down. Versus when you have multiple knives like that, it's always chewing and shredding and throwing, which makes sense. Right on, that was a great day out here at Greg Rent's, checking out Cowline Equipment's Bandit Chipper, 12XPC Bandit Chipper. Thank you guys for coming out, Cowline. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow to the next videos and the videos to come. That's a wrap.